Could it really be just a coincidence? Just hours after President Obama's top military advisor said he was keeping the door open to sending ground troops to fight ISIS, a chilling new message from ISIS. The terror group releasing a movie-like video threatening to kill American ground forces if President Obama deploys them. And Senator Kelly Ayotte joins us. Good evening, Senator.
Good evening, Greta.
Senator, this video is absolutely chilling, just released. Have you seen it?
I have seen portions of it, and it's totally disturbing. And I think what it shows is that if you wonder if they're coming after us or if they're a threat to us, I think it's very clear from this video.
Well, the video was very personal about the United States. It even had pictures of when President Bush was president. He had the mission accomplished, showed pictures of President Obama as well and the White House. It made it very clear that they're paying attention to what's going on here. But what struck me also is it was almost like a Hollywood movie trailer, the way it's being described.
I think it shows their sophistication with media. This video shows that very well. Also understanding what we're dealing with, the amount of money that is being brought in by this organization every day, at least $1 million, if not more, and then the amount of territory that they control. I think this really brings home the kind of threat that we're facing.
What could possibly be their motive, though? And this is what I don't understand. It's like the president said no boots on the ground. He made that plain. Of course, that was, after General Dempsey testifying before the committee that you're on said something that left the door open. But, I mean, what could possibly be the motive for doing this sort of slick video, except for it to be, basically obnoxious on top of their evil?
Well, they're clearly obnoxious, Greta, but I think we can't have any illusions. This is a group that hates what we stand for. We've seen this before with al-Qaeda, and so I think that they're, again, making very clear that the United States of America is an enemy of ISIS. And so they are making clear not only with their actions that they've done and the horrific beheadings that they've unfortunately carried out on Americans, but this video is just, again, showing that they believe that we are their enemy. And so I think in order to defeat them, I just want to highlight yesterday, here we have again the president ruling out what his top military leader has said is something that should not be ruled out. It's a consistent pattern where he actually isn't listening fully to his military commanders.
And let me just say one last thing about the video. I mean, we're not showing the video because we're not in the business of showing ISIS propaganda, but then we may show some still shots to illustrate what it is. All right, let me go to that question of boots on the ground. President Obama says no boots on the ground. Senator Kerry says no boots on the ground. General Dempsey, Joint Chiefs of Staff, says he keeps the door open. But then you have General Ray Odinero, who fought back lots of fights in Iraq. He said that ground troops were necessary, but he said not necessarily American ground troops.
Right. I think the point that Chairman Dempsey made the other day in the Armed Services Committee about not ruling out American forces working with Iraqi forces and the Kurds on the ground is the reason he's not ruling it out is because, as General Odinero has said, that we do have to root them out. The airstrikes alone are not effective to defeat them. And so the question is, how effective are these Iraqi forces on the ground?
Well, and of course, we hear that it's going to take 6 months to train 5,000, and it's going to be done in Saudi Arabia, maybe. So, I mean, how realistic, if we can't get them up to speed to fight anyway, if they have the, if they even have the wherewithal to fight, ISIS, meanwhile, is growing at leaps and bounds.
Exactly. I mean, you now know the estimate is over 31,000 members for ISIS. This is an army. This isn't just a group we're dealing with anymore. And so it's going to take an army to defeat an army.
Senator, nice to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you, Greta.